Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody, and good morning. It is just a little bit after 4:30, so I'm headed to the river. Low tide is just a few hours away, about 3 hours away. So is sunrise, which is around 6:30. Now, I waited a long time to do this tonight. I've been awake for quite a bit already, but I really needed to wait for low tide or get really close to it, because we're not going to the spot where you probably think when you see me open a video here, you think I'm going near that dock where I go a lot. We're not. We're going to a different spot, but I think we need to wait for low tide to be able to get in there. And we might be able to get in there by going through some water and some mud. Yeah, you're right. It seems like also these shoes of mine are getting a lot of hate right now. So these shoes are gonna really help me do what I gotta do. Some people think I should be wearing big boots and stuff, but let me tell you something. The overnight temp was 80 degrees and it was very humid. This is Southeast Louisiana. I know it's May, and for a lot of people in different parts of the country, it's still mild, but most days feel like summer already. So, yeah, you're right. I'm not putting on big boots. Right now, the river is just a little bit above 12 feet, which means at high tide, I definitely would have to be standing in some water to get into this spot, and I might not be able to get into it. So that's why we're waiting for low tide, so we don't have to, so we can actually fish it. I don't even know what it's gonna look like, people. I haven't looked at this spot for a couple of months. Just know that I can fish it if the levels are right, and it might be low enough this morning at low tide to get in there. It might not. We're gonna try and find a different spot. Gotta hurry up. There's something going up the river that I want to show you. All right, we're on the levee. Can you guys see it? We're not going this way, but hopefully you can see it. I'll enhance the footage. The big cruise ship going by. It looks like a building floating up the river on its side. I'm actually headed downriver from where I was last night. Oh, I already see water on the trail. That doesn't mean much. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of water. I am going to, whoa! Oh! These shoes that I'm wearing are water shoes. That's a type of shoe. It's not a name or anything. So they're perfect for a situation like this, because at this level that the river's at this time of year, I'm in and out of the water a lot, and I don't end up cutting my feet. But when I come out of the water wearing these shoes, they drain really quick, meaning they dry really quick. And yeah, it's just gonna get deeper and deeper as we come along here. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. Where the river actually is, about maybe another 50 feet or so down this track, there's rocks. There's an opening to the river where there's no rocks, but on one side of the track, or one side of the spot, there's rocks, and on the other side there's rocks. You can get on them, but I'm thinking that they're not really exposed. I'm thinking they're still below the water line. Yeah, this is no good, but we can go to another spot. We're gonna go upriver now, because all of the spots below here are gonna be exactly the same. I'm down at the spot where I was last night by the sketchy dock. Check it out. Levels are pretty low from the tide going out, but we're not at low tide yet. It's going to go out a little more than that. Not much, but a little more. I'm going to walk around this spot, going downriver now. When I fish a little downriver from the dock, I usually hit snags, but I'm so far back from where I would usually fish when I started fishing this area last year that I probably won't hit snags. but I don't know if I'm going to find a good spot. I think there is a little further down, but what I'm actually doing is looking in here for shrimp activity and other things. It's not like I want to bring the bike down here though. This is pretty tore up by kids on four-wheelers, ATVs, and side-by-sides, that sort of thing. It's still just really muddy from the river being up in here, and tore up by the kids riding around. If it was lower, we could get over here in the trees, and there's some other spots. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like doing the same thing I did last night at this point. But before I end up doing what I did last night, I want to at least look right here where it's pretty open. Did I just see something reflect? Oh no, it's trash. I was like, thought I saw glowing golf balls just right in here. That would indicate a little gator. Well, I don't see this as being fishable at the moment. Possibly. Maybe from this position here. Couldn't cast too far, because if you do a pretty good cast from here, you're gonna hit the revetment. It's kind of gets snaggy when you come down river from where I was fishing last night. As you can see, there's a bit of rocks right here, and then in front of us are little willows. What is that floating right there? I'm not sure what that is. It's like clothing or a tarp. There's quite a bit of it. Hear that noise? Strange noise going on out there. It's wah-hooping. 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 Sounds like that. How come look at this when there's light? What is that noise? There's a critter somewhere. Walking back to the bike and I saw this. It was pretty cool. You could tell it's been in the river because all the edges are rounded. Pretty nice. I made up my mind. We're going to do the same thing as we did last night, the same spot. Good reason for it, because weather is coming in sometime this morning. The percentage is going to ramp up really high. There's a possibility that it won't, but the possibility for it doing it is looking pretty good right now. So I don't want to be too far from the house. I don't want to have to ride through severe weather for a long time. So this spot is good. And we're not standing in water. Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's catch some fish. We were gonna fish with grass shrimp this morning, and I've been throwing the net for a bit. Got some grass shrimp, but what have I here? I've got live shad all of a sudden. There's a live gaspergoo. We're gonna throw that back. Can't fish with that in the state of Louisiana. It's looking good out here. The sun is coming up. The first thing I'm going to do is put out a piece of cut bait. That's mullet. It's on a 6/0 octopus style circle hook. Awesome. That's a good spot. Before they die, I'm going to put a shad on. This is a 6/0 as well. Just right behind the head, so we don't kill them. Not too deep. That wind is starting to pick up a little bit. I'm just gonna put this out in front of us, almost to the structure. I'm not gonna do a real power cast though, just a mild power cast, I guess. That's okay. That might drift anyway into some deeper water. That's probably about 15 feet right now. Whereas the first bait, the cut bait, is in anywhere from 20 to 30 feet of water. As it drifts, it goes into deeper water. I've got some shrimp like this size, right? Oh, if I could hold on to them. This is another, only had 2 shad in the net. There's got some good sizes. This is probably the bigger size right there. Let's put that out by itself. gonna put this out on a 1/0 just like last night. Wonder how long we have at this spot. Ooh, we didn't do that good. There we go, that's better. I wonder what's up with the weather. I gotta check to make sure that nothing's changed and we still have time to fish. Look at this. Put a little light on it so you can see better. We're getting a bite on the live shad. We have a slack line. Apparently, we're good to go for the weather. But it could change any second. I mean, there's dark clouds rolling in. It's supposed to be a severe weather day. Not bad. Tomorrow, oh, there goes the cut bait. We're hooked up. Tomorrow's supposed to be worse. Oh, do you want to take drag? He's in the current right now. Whoa, what is going on with you? This fish does not want to move. What is going on, people? I don't know what that was, but we don't have a fish now. We did. Must have been like in a spot where when we're trying to get the fish in, or up against something. Maybe he got up underneath something. I don't know. Look at that. We still have the bait though. We need to check this one because while we were dealing with that, it reorientated seriously. We had that bite too, so we might not have that shad on here anymore. Got a slack line on the shrimp line too. Maybe got a bite on that, I don't know. Oh, I still have my shad though. This shad came back dead, so I want to cut it in half and put it back out. All right, this is going to be a pretty cool session, I feel. We're already getting some activity out there. We're fishing 3 different baits. The live shad was the first to go off, but of course now there's half of one out there. Got a piece of mullet still right here and a live shrimp. What are we going to catch on first? It's anybody's guess right now. Seems kind of active this morning. I think we're hooked up. It's the shrimp. Yeah, not very big. Ooh, a lot of little head shakes. This is just 20-pound test on this rod, so it's kind of fun to catch fish on it. It is a medium heavy coastal tough. I think this is a medium heavy. I'm trying to read as I can. Yeah, medium heavy. Sorry guys, don't even know what I'm using. Ooh, what do we got? Little blue cat. With this range of baits, there's no telling what kinds of catfish we're going to catch. Hopefully we catch something cool. But yeah, you're right. We could get a big one on a live shrimp and we could get a little one on the cut bait, or the other way around like we just did. Fishing live shrimp out here sometimes can produce other fish rather than catfish. We did get a little drum in the net, little Gasper goo. Put that right back out there. little closer in this time. That blue cat was caught further out. They are right in here feeding right now off shrimp and other things, for shad. Sometimes I've caught bigger gaspergoo off live shrimp out here, live river shrimp. Yes, that half a shad. Stay on this time. Well, this feels better than that little dink blue cat we just kicked back out there. But we got to get him up out of the current. He's trying to run. I don't want him to run to the right. I'm going to run with that current. Good. He missed the other line. He's underneath it. He's right here in front of us somewhere. There, see him? There you go. There's some beaver tail action for you. Oh man, he's wrapped in these willow roots. There we go, we got him out. Oh, he's got a swollen belly on him. Look at the belly on that fish. Ah, not very big, but a lot better than the first fish. I wonder what the one, how big the one I lost on the cut bait was. Going the wrong way. All right, let's put the last half of that first shad out here now. The other one has already died. We'll cut that in half and put it out when we need to. For as long as we can, we'll rock out with 3 different baits. I mean, so far so good. Good thing is I have plenty of shrimp. Bad thing is we're getting bait thieves. But that's gonna happen when you're fishing with live shrimp. Oh. I was just coming back from scooping up. We got a fish here? I think so. It's not big, whatever it is. Actually, I don't know if this is a fish. It's like something, feels like something is here. It feels different. What could this be? It's different because it's so small. Well, it's always nice to catch your bait thieves. I actually just scooped this up. Nice little shrimp, we'll put that on. Catch another bait thief. Woo, I got another nice one. And we got a wake coming in. Look at that, the size of that, that's good. Put that on a hook by itself. Oh! I wonder how big this is. Or should I say, I wonder how small. It's not very big, but it feels a little bigger than that last fish on the shrimp. Yep. Oh yeah. I had a theory that they're up in this really shallow water. Decent sizes. That's not the biggest out of that one, but we did a couple of good scoops there. We got a lot of that size. Basically, I got enough shrimp in here. All right, this time I'm gonna put 2 on. They're about the same size. I'm still actively scooping because I am short on really big ones. I don't want to have to like just put little tiny ones on. I'm trying to just let those go and keep ones about this size or bigger. Wow, they love the shrimp this morning. Ooh. About the same size. There's a little whiskey whisker. Oh, had a little pull to him. Oh, a little better. That's a little better of a fish. A little better. Oh, it's a little channel cat this time. Oh. Oh. Whoa. This is the cut bait, finally. Oh. Oh, yeah. There we go. I had the line stuck in the tree for a second, just on one of those little lower branches. He's probably going to start feeling lighter because he's coming up out of the current now. Some strong current out there where this bait was. Yeah, either he's swimming in on me or he just lost a lot of weight. Or he's given up. There he goes, right there. It's a nice fish. I don't think he's going to be super big though. Looks a little tan in this morning sunshine. I have to go over there to get him. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Look at that. That is not bad at all. 26.46. That's why I keep coming back here. I know that this is going to happen eventually. Almost every session I've done here has produced something. There's only been a couple where I didn't get something that I could weigh. Quite a few big ones have come out of this hole. Let's keep going. just a little guy. He's putting up a fight though. This wind is picking up too. Just a little blue cat. It is now a little after 8 o'clock. The weather is changing, it's turning. It's getting a little rough out here. The wind is gusting up to 20 here and there. Check it out. Depends on what direction you look in. It doesn't look bad and then it looks bad. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna call it right here and let the boomers have the day. Maybe I'll come back later on if it's good. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, guys. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.